Hapon na pero marami pa tayo dito masusubaybayan na aksyon sa loob ng Batangas State University. Kala natin na yung unang tatlong laro, yun na yun. Pero ngayong hapon, meron pa tayong tatlong aabangan. At nandito tayo ngayon para sa Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Junior, MPBL. And ako si Nico Rocha, kasama ang aking partners na si Coach Noy Africa. And Coach, grabe yung last game kanina no?
Well, that's right. But right now we have a new set of teams. Another battle between neighboring cities. Ito nga, San Pedro going up against Muntinlupa, and we're gonna have to start it off with other way around naman. We start off with the 18 and under, then the 16 and under, then the 14 and under division, Nico.
Baliktad nga yung ngayon, mauna yung 18 under, and marami tayong mga abangan dito, especially yung sa Muntinlupa team na maglalaro muna yung 18 under team nila. And Coach, ano bang pwede abangan natin sa kanilang koponan?
Well, actually, I was asking Coach Siegfried Levita earlier if they had some key players here. Sabi niya kasi technically wala daw, but of course I had to force him to give me a name, and he pretty much just selected the guy who was been with the Emerald Basketball Academy for the longest, itong si Russell De Guzman. So pinorse ko lang si Coach, pero he expects this team to work as a team and try to pull off a victory here against San Pedro.
And talking about now San Pedro, ang napansin ko rin, ang nakwento sa akin ni Coach Mike Perez, nag-uusap kami kagabi na hindi maraming varsity players yung nandun sa team nila, but more of it's a development team, and they're trying to sino sa mga bata ang mag-show out dito sa ating junior MPBL.
Of course, ito ang San Pedro Spartans led by head coach Teddy Polingo. Sabi niya nga, ito nga, pretty much this is a school-based team, so it's pretty much an advantage because, you know, chemistry-wise, you're gonna have a better chemistry, especially with guys knowing each other. The key players for him, Sky Young and Yuri Duque. So let's see now kung ano magagawa ng guys like Young and Duque to try and bring a victory here for the San Pedro Spartans.
And magsisimula na tayo in a bit dito. Bibigyan natin ito kay Mikey Abueg para sa ating starting lineups.
Two teams with an established chemistry nga ang maghaharap para sa ating fourth game of the day, kung saan para sa Muntinlupa Emeralds, they have been starting to train since the last week of May. Meanwhile, para naman sa San Pedro Spartans, their core team has been together ever since they were in 6th grade. But before anything else, we would like to thank Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season 18 under. And now let's see whose team will prevail as I turn you over to our game announcer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the junior. Emeralds. His playing point guard, number 3, Gabriel Banisihan. His playing forward, number 10, Aaron Akiatan. His playing guard, Luan Mendoza. His playing guard, number 18, Russell De Guzman. His center, number 21, Ravel Santa Rosa. Head coach, Siegfried Levita. And here's the starting five of San Pedro Spartan. His playing point guard, number 14, Sky Young. Shooting guard, number 7, Brent De Luna. Small forward, number 20, Luis Abizania. Playing power forward, number 22, Luis Uleb. At center, number 13, Dwayne Lirio. Head coach, Teddy Polingo.
At yun na nga, ito yung ating laro para sa 12-15 match na medyo nag-adjust nga lang kasi grabe yung action nga doon sa laban ng Cavite at Imus. Nung kakapasok nga lang, Coach Noy, sabi ko, magkaano to Inter-Cavite battle.
And right now naman, ang magkalaban, pretty much neighboring towns also of San Pedro, Laguna, and Muntinlupa.
Hinihintay na lang natin dito yung simula. And una, again sa mga nanonood, ito yung 18 under Baliktad naman ngayon, 18 under ngayon para sa una nating laro sa hapon. Pangalawa, 16 under and mamaya 14 under. Ito na, simula na. Abangan natin sinong mga lalabas dito. Ay makita natin for the San Pedro Spartans, De Luna, Lirio, Young, Avicenia, and Ulep. While sa starting five naman ng Muntinlupa, JKLV Emeralds, si Banasihan, Akitan, Mendoza, De Guzman at Santa Rosa.
So once again, ito nga, both teams debuting here in Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. So actually, itong both teams, medyo hindi ako maniniwala pag sinabi ng coach na they came well prepared dahil pretty much hindi mo naman kilala yung mga kalaban mo.
Yeah.
Even for us here in the panel, we've been trying to, gather some information, Google information. Wala, it's not readily available. So it's really more about the coaches trusting in their players to implement the system that they have and make the necessary adjustments that the players can execute on the floor.
Ayun nga more of a Google research won't work, pero dito muna tayo gagawa ng sarili nating mga kwento sa mga makikita natin sa mga laro na to. Para the next time na maglaban mga to, ito yung na-pick up natin last time, ito yung super scorer nila and everything. Kaya maganda rin, starting from blank slate.
Well, that's right. And of course, for all the viewers right here, debuting here is ang anchor, bagong anchor ng Junior MPBL, si Nico Rocha. Welcome, Nico.
Thank you, Coach Noy. And yun nga guys, Nico here, pumalit mo na kay Ken para makapagpahinga naman siya. Grabe yung run of games that he did. Like 6 straight games yesterday, plus 3 ngayon. So, kudos sa aking idol na si Ken Pangilinan. It's your time to rest.
Well, definitely a grind for all the teams here. And also, so far for the panel, it has been a grind, a very happy and a fulfilling grind. And we're only halfway through the day and we have 3 more games to go here, Nico.
Yung nga sakto, Coach Noy, nasa Batangas tayo, naghahanap nga ako ng barakong kape. Baka mamaya, during our break, mabibigyan tayo ng barakong kape. May gusto mag-sponsor dyan, pwede naman.
Actually, ang dinner namin kahapon,
Ano ba?
Batangas Lomi. Napakabigat.
Mabigat pero masarap.
Napakasarap, of course. And in the same way, this game is going to be a battle between the heavyweights. Of course, it's the 18 and under division, and we expect both teams to be, for both of the teams, ito yung kumbaga centerpiece nila, the 18 and under division, where the players are well-developed, yung physicality nito well-developed, the speed, the athleticism, the skills. So a very exciting matchup we have here.
Oo nga it's usually sa 18 under, malapit na itong mag-college mga to, no? Pag K-12 kasi medyo nahirapan pa i-calibrate, mga age ng mga paggaling K-12 sa panahon natin na wala pa nung ganung concept.
Well, actually, Nico, you're gonna see here na whatever you think you knew about the skill level of 14 under, 16 under, 18 under, pag napanood mo itong mga bata dito, parang you realize medyo out of date na yung nalalaman natin.
Ganda nga sila pa rin. Yun na, nakascore dito, Muntinlupa after 3 minutes. Would you say jitters? Hindi naman siguro, baka sinusukat pa yung ring. Kasi mabilis na nag-start Kasi
Well, actually,
naghahabol ng oras din.
in the panel, we are trying to avoid using the opening day jitters because pretty much every team here, opening day jitters.
Ito nga yun. 2-all is our score with 6 minutes 44 remaining. Guzman hawak yung bola, pumunta sila sa poste. Muntinlupa. Spin move. Block lang na rin. Isa pa. The referee calls a foul. 2-all is the score right now.
We see here very animated itong Muntinlupa gallery. Pretty much that's made up of their teams in the 16 under and the 14 under. It has been familiar for all the teams here.
Yung nga nakakatuwa, Coach, napapansin ko na they support their own. Kala ko may sarili-sarili silang faction. Pag after ng 14 under, uwi na or something. Pero nandito pa rin sila, so supportan nila. Same with nung naglaro yung 18 and under, the support is equal for both teams.
Well, I think what's really good about the teams here, when they represent the same team in different divisions, pretty much connected kasing programa nila. So that also works for their program because you have that continuity. So pati yung progression wise, you get to plan everything who eventually next year, sino pwede mo iangatin to another division, especially with some players having to move up to another division.
Yun nga yung natin, yung sitwasyon dito. And first ever season ito yung ating first ever season ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, and it's nice to be something part of a first year of anything.
Yes, of course. And
May
this
wedgie
is
pa.
a very good undertaking here for Junior MPBL. Dahil ang MPBL, as it is really about showcasing and developing, discovering grassroots talents. And now you take it a step further, going to yung mga younger kids, 14 under, 16 under, 18 under, and you give them a platform for them to showcase their skills.
And sa mga susunod, alam ko hanggang December ba to? November, December to ating Junior MPBL season. And once the next season starts, makita mo rin yung gusto ko abangan, yung pag-progress na, nakita ko to sa 14 under, na sa
Now
16
playing
under.
in the 16, yeah, that's right. As we see here, this is number 22, si Ulep, converting inside. Very slow scoring so far.
And napansin natin, mostly they've been choosing to attack the basket compared to settling for 3-pointers. Like a while ago, napansin natin sa isang laro, nakakatapos lang. They find the corner threes or find the open shooter compared to now na medyo old school yung laro.
Yeah, that's right. But actually, so far in this tournament, we haven't really seen teams shooting the lights out from the outside. Most of the teams have gone to, trying to quicken the pace, forcing turnovers, scoring in transition. And so far, we haven't seen really a lot of knockdown shooters here in the tournament.
And again, another finish for Muntinlupa. Dominating the paint so far. Nilabas ang bola. Ibibigyan muna namin ito sa aming CSR na si Mikey Abweg. Mikey, ano masashare mo sa amin dito?
Isa nga daw sa mga naunang mag-commit to play in this league are the boys from Muntinlupa. With that, they mentioned that this can actually work to their advantage but is still questionable until proven. Kaya naman today, they will be working double time nga daw with their defense in order for their offense to work, and hopefully makakuha nga sila ng kanilang unang panalo. Balik sa inyo.
Ayun yung strategy na sinishare ng Muntinlupa with regards to finding the first win. Thank you for that report, Mikey.
Well, definitely, it's always an advantage for teams to be able to commit early and prepare early. But I think if we're talking about preparation, always an advantage for those teams na school-based dahil, they already have that program in place. Tapos the players, they know each other on and off the court. And it's really a matter of just putting things together and making your team competitive.
Actually, itong San Pedro, again, hindi namin na-mention kanina, this is represented by San Beda Alabang. Even their coaching staff. Kita rin naman sa colors nila eh.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a Spartans team in red. Kasi usually Spartans green, di ba? Michigan State Spartans.
Ah, yes. Pero Coach Noy, ang naisip ko naman pag Spartans, yung sa 300, red and naman yun eh. So, pwede na.
Pero yung red mo doon, dugo eh. That's blood.
Well, maybe that's the kind of damage that they'll do here on the court. Hopefully, that of course, that both of these teams want to win.
Well, definitely, both teams here, it's not really a short tournament. It's a total of 10 games. You have 22 teams per group, per age group. And you have 2 divisions of 11 teams, the North and the South. Tapos, they play a single round elimination with top 6 teams advancing automatically to the quarterfinals. Number 7 and number 8 play in a play-in for the number 7 spot. As the number 9 and 10 will play one game. The winner will face the loser of the game between 7 and 8 for the right to gain the 8th seed. While yung number 11 team automatically gets eliminated. And in the playoffs, all the series will be best of 3. So in a nutshell, yun ang ating tournament format.
Yun, ang ganda ng tournament format. Actually, yung play-in na ba yan? Yung play-in format na yan, recently lang ba nauso? Dahil sa NBA?
Dahil sa NBA.
Dahil sa NBA.
Pretty much, I think all
Parang
mga tournaments, no?
Inadopt
They're
yung
doing
concept na
that.
yun
play-in tournament.
Nice pass! Presence of mind to give it to Leal.
That's the first basket here for Kevin Leal. Well, so far both teams from the field shooting atrociously. Ito nga, Muntinlupa 3 out of 11. Ito nga, San Pedro 3 out of 15. So 20%, 33% for Muntinlupa. And from the 3-point line, both teams have yet to hit any.
Ay, napansin nga natin dito na karamihan ng puntos nila galing sa points in the paint. So far, yun yung trend right now. Tingnan natin kung mag-iba na strategy mga coaches as the game goes on. Spin move. Runner is good. That is by number 21, si Santa Rosa. Rumuel Santa Rosa. 4 points and 4 rebounds already, Coach Noe.
But ito si Leal finally hitting the first 3-pointer of this ball game. Total 5 total points for Kevin Leal.
Yes. Woo! Ito si Santa Rosa. So far, dominating the paint. Nobody can stop him. Early 6 points and 5 rebounds with just, 8 minutes played in the first quarter.
And let's see if he can sustain this. And of course, eventually, the San Pedro coaching staff will have to key in on this guy. That time, not even nobody there to box him out.
And for sure, pag-uusapan nila mami pag nag-timeout na or after the end of the first quarter, something that they should monitor with Santa Rosa, or else we're gonna see an early double-double for him even before we enter the halftime break. Steal drive. Another 2 more free throws para sa ating white shirts.
Well, so far, especially since most of the teams have, well, all of the teams, first game nila, we've been seeing a lot of turnover, counter turnover within a span of seconds. Basically, teams still trying to find their rhythm. And you expect a lot of that, especially on opening day for most of the teams.
And Tinaan misses that free throw. And maganda dito, so much parents, a lot of friends supporting them over the live stream. Kaya natutuwa ako when I read the comments sometimes. Usually a family from abroad watching them or from different parts of the Philippines.
Well, actually, you missed some the support here. Live support coming from the Batangas City delegation. Of course, we're playing here in front of the hometown crowd.
Kapon pa kayo nandito sa Batangas State.
Yes, that's right. We came here very early in the morning. But none earlier than itong si ating kasama na si Ken Pangilinan na dumadaan sa harap natin.
Si Ken Pangilinan, grabe yun. A warrior.
Oh yes, most definitely.
San Pedro down by 6 rather to Muntinlupa. The referees letting the players play here. Spin move and getting hit. Ito si Wally Tadena.
So I think it's really key the role that guys like Escalante will be playing here, trying to contain the very agile bigs here for Muntinlupa. It's a good thing you weren't saying anything here about Tadena dahil automatic broadcasters jinx agad yun eh.
Wala nga akong sinabi. Hindi ba, tahimik nga lang ako. Sabi ko, wait lang, wala naman akong sinabi.
But sometimes you want to prove to yourself that you're a broadcaster and you want to be hit by that jinx.
Siguro iniisip natin, kaya siguro lumabas rin dun. 7-point lead para sa Muntinlupa. Holding San Pedro to just 10 points after 9 minutes here. Tingnan natin kung magtuloy-tuloy ito. Muntinlupa, no look pass to a cutting Tadena, but recovered by San Pedro, and it's a foul by the White Shirts to stop that fast break.
So that's a good shooting foul there for Muntinlupa. That's only their 3rd team foul. They still have a foul to give here with 40 seconds remaining. Itong San Pedro already pretty much in the penalty. So let's see what they do here.
Oof! Kala ko mag-end one yun. Pero tamaan ata siya ni Junko, that is Clarence Gael Junko with the foul.
Ang laki ng sidestep na yun, no? You can just see the amount of space created right there.
Ngayon sa panahon ngayon, dami na nagpipinoy step eh. No? Dati mga pros na yung gumagawa. Ngayon, pati sa amateur.
Dati napakasimpleng sidestep lang ang tawag doon. Ngayon, you really have to qualify and quantify kung ano talagang klaseng step yun.
May iba-iba na. May Pinoy, may Europe. Crosses the ball over. 25 seconds ang titira dito sa ating first quarter between San Pedro and Muntinlupa 18 under division. Ooh, what great timing on that block. Meeting him at the top. Cabrera setting the table pero natapik ng San Pedro. Cabrera. Turnover. 4 seconds to shoot. Yoshong, alam na San Pedro to. Nakatingin sila dito. Let's see if they hoist the shot in time. Bang! There you go. Buzzer beater para San Pedro. 17-12 to cap off our first quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior
Back here from Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. But first, we just want to thank our sponsors, no? Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, The Chosen One, Atlantis 88. Thank you so much for making all of this happen.
Well, that's right. And in the first quarter, ito nga Muntinlupa building a 5-point lead, 17-12. And ito nga, we expect a fight back here for San Pedro.
And Coach Noy, for San Pedro, what do you think they should do para makahabol dito sa second quarter? Was it something that they didn't do well in the first quarter? So they can fix on dito sa ating second.
Well, definitely, they've been out-rebounded in the first quarter, 18-11. Turnover-wise, they have been, protecting that basketball 5. Only 5 turnovers against 7 for Muntinlupa. Well, I think pretty much it's really just a matter of them, finding their groove offensively and making those shots.
And let's see if San Beda will be able to catch up in the second quarter. Marami pa namang oras and a foul called on the white shirts. For San Pedro, dito pa sina Kevin Leal, their, I think, leading scorer. While si Santa Rosa will take a seat. Wala muna siya ngayon. Fast break again and one! That is Clarence Junko finally on the scoreboard.
Well, the tough part there is even with the foul, wala nang challenge on the way up. See, that's really, if you have to give up a foul, especially in transition, you have to make sure that there's no chance for your opponent for a three-point play. So you don't want to give those weak, cheap fouls.
Yun yung mga sinasabi nga nila na dapat when to commit the hard fouls.
Yes, that's right.
Those are one of the moments that you should do it.
To commit the proper hard foul because you can...
Mahirap ma-anspo eh.
Mahirap ka ma-anspo. And actually, the referees here have been very strict on the physicality. They call unsportsmanlike fouls whenever it is warranted.
Again, score na naman dito Muntinlupa with Tinaan. And actually, Coach, napansin ko na in the previous game a while ago, nung dumating ako, mga second half, wala namang unspo na natawag. It is just really physical basketball.
Yeah, whenever it's warranted, the referees really don't hesitate to call them. And maybe, just maybe, yun nga, if the teams have been watching how the referees have been calling it, you really need to adjust to how it is being called.
Muntinlupa, mahawak sa 9 na puntos ang kanilang lead dito. Steal by San Pedro, outlet pass. Nag-isipan, binigay sa cutting big man, no problem. Ganda ng ano
You
doon.
always want to reward your big man. Dahil yung big man, whenever they score, you can see right away on the defensive end, biglang gaganaan yan. And on the offensive end, they will be the ones, they will keep on rim running. But that time, itong Muntinlupa being able to penetrate the interior here, as itong si Escalante was just way late for the help.
Si Ivan Tinan, walang paki kung sino sa loob. Oh. Papasok lang talaga siya, sasalaksak, matatamaan, and making that basket.
Well, especially in the 18 and under division where yung skills nila are well developed, and also pati yung loob niyan sobrang buo na eh. So they don't really get scared about the threes inside the paint.
10-point lead para sa Muntinlupa. Short on that shot. Muntinlupa, you see, running game sila eh, no? Hindi sila mostly, kung kaya nila itakbo, gagawin nila. But look at San Pedro here. You get that steal. Oh, clean block. Another one for the white shirts. And nakabawi rin yung San Pedro. What a wild possession, but as long as you make the basket, worth it.
Well, that's a problem there for Muntinlupa. Iniwanan nila yung kakampi nila doon who was caught in a double team. Good recovery there for Catalan.
Si Froilan Catalan.
Froilan Catalan getting fouled and a chance here for a three-point play.
San Pedro naghahabol dito sa Muntinlupa Emeralds. Nasa characteristic naman ng mga Spartans na kahit anong adversity, kakayanan nila yan.
Kahit ano yan, kahit libo yung kalaban nila, kahit 300 lang sila, lalabanan nila yan.
Ano, 300 versus ito ba? 10,000 ba yung kinalaban nila? No? Forgot how many it was, but it seems like that number. Reckless pass there. Muntinlupa taking their time, setting up the offense. Punta sila sa poste. Palakas yun. Just hitting the foot of a Muntinlupa player. Goes back to the red shirts.
Well, usually when you try to go to the post, it's because you have an advantage. But during that time, I don't think attacking itong si Escalante with your back to the basket is the way to go. You want to attack him facing up. Try to use your speed against him.
Si Lirio yung nila, pinoste. But si Lirio didn't move at all. See there, a jump shot by Catalan. 5 points already for him. Another end one. Dami na tayong end one nakita dito sa first half. And that is by Santa Rosa. Nakabalik na pala. Romuel Santa Rosa. I think that's gonna be 10 points and 5 rebounds now under his name.
Well, that's really the best way to attack itong si Lirio. Use your speed advantage over him. Kasi if you try to back him down, di talaga gagalaw yan. Especially with the frame here nitong si number 21, si Santa Rosa. I don't think he'll be able to back down Lirio.
So mostly sa kanya is using the speed, just his agility and quickness to get around these defenders who are more stockier. Kasi kung trinay niya i-back down niya, it's a parang wasted possession eh.
Well, actually, that's one way to take care of the bigs here nitong San Pedro is to get them into foul trouble. So Lirio now will step out.
Attempted steal. Parang natulak ata, but play goes on. 7 seconds to shoot. A 3. Moves to the left iron. 8-point lead pa rin para sa Muntinlupa. And you can see here one of the fans, the friends of the players watching here inside the Batangas State University. And pwede naman dito, coach, yung public, kung wala naman kayo affiliation sa mga ito, napadpad lang kayo sa lugar, why not? You guys can come here.
Free of charge, of course. And we have an air-conditioned venue here. Ano ba temperature natin sa labas? 33 degrees.
Dito siguro mga 23. Oh, di ba?
33 degrees feels like 41 degrees. So why not just scoot on over here at the Batangas State University. Actually, ang pangalan pala ng team ng Batangas State University ay Red Spartans. You
Red
can see it on the
Spartans.
floor. Napaisip ko kanina, is this the home court of
San Pedro.
San Pedro? Hindi, but we have a three-pointer there.
Nakasagot rin agad yung San Pedro. Maybe because na-feel na nga nila yung home court, quote-unquote home court advantage dito. Red Spartans pala itong ano natin, Batangas State University. Twelve seconds to shoot. Bola na Muntinlupa. Only up by 5, but still keeping the Spartans at bay. Foul there. On San Pedro, I think that's their fourth team foul.
The fourth team foul with still more than half of the quarter to go. They're pretty much in the penalty right now, and it's a little too early. And let's see if Muntinlupa can take advantage of that.
The head coach of the 18 and under is Coach Chico Tan. Coach Papas, as some people call him. Whew! No look pass. Sayang, hindi lang na-convert. Muntinlupa getting hit. The bomb. Boom. There you go. Si Tinaan na naman. Backstopping. Tutulungan si Santa Rosa with regard to the scoring department. Kalat-kalat nga dito yung yung contribution sa Muntinlupa Emeralds.
Well, that's already 8 points coming from Tinaan.
Airball dun sa corner 3. Let's see if Muntinlupa takes advantage. Wrap around and one again. The usual culprit. It's Rumuel Santa Rosa having an incredible first half so far. Di pa tayo tapos.
Yeah, the minute itong the bigs of San Pedro had to sit down, itong Muntinlupa just attacking the basket again and again.
And a correction lang pala sa head coach ng 18 under. That's Coach Teddy Polinga for 18 and under. Pero sila rin magkakaibigan, mag-teammates daw yan dati sa San Beda Alabang. So, okay lang naman, papalit-palit sa ng role. Time out on the floor.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
For the San Pedro Spartans, one of their main goals is to transfer the knowledge and culture of the core team to the added players. And according to the coaches, so far naman daw ay madali ang mga itong turuan. They also mentioned kung paano napupuna ng added players ang mga pagkukulang nila before. With that, let's see how this can help them get a positive result. Nico and Coach Noy?
Report, Mikey, and yun na nga, yung how the training and everything, all the preparations that led to this day can translate to results. Buti naman marami tayong panahon, marami tayong mga laro para makita yun into fruition.
And especially, yun nga, since we're having new teams, very tantamount to success is the amount of chemistry, the gelling that these players will have to go through for them to become that cohesive unit that can make a deep run here in the Junior MPBL.
Buti na lang maraming mga laro ang nakahanda para sa ating mga players dito sa Junior MPBL by Manny Pacquiao.
And of course, pretty much for all of July, we'll be playing almost daily
Oo.
trying to take advantage of the summer schedule for most of these kids. But once mag-start na ulit yung pasok nito mga batang to, we will be limited to just weekend games.
Feeling mo, yun nga, yun yung maganda dito na everyday masusubaybayan natin sila ngayon. Pero ngayon, di ako sigurado kailan ba ang balik pasukan ng mga bata. August, September? August
Actually,
siguro.
iba-iba kasi depending on their school and which school calendar they decided to stick with kasi some schools have actually already started
Ganito kaaga
noong
sa June.
June pa lang. Because some schools did not even adjust to the new school calendar.
Parang stick sila sa June.
They just stuck with even during the pandemic, I mean, they still push through with the June schedule. So I think right now, majority of the schools are in parang summer vacation. So it was really imperative for the junior MPBL to start the festivities in July.
Para at least we get the ball rolling and get some games underway already.
To get most of the good majority of the games underway already dahil, come August talagang we're gonna be forced to play only during the weekends.
Imagine mo kung ngayon 6 games na per day, what more ko sa weekends by the time classes start. Tapos tingnan mo kayo, magsisplit ka tayo ng
I think
mga
there are
venues.
plans actually to have games simultaneously in different venues just so we can be able to finish the tournament before Christmas para wala naman naisipin yung mga bata during the Christmas break.
O sana Merry Christmas sa kanila by the time, para yung
Sana pati sa atin Merry Christmas.
para sa
na.
atin. Please, yung mga nakikinig dito, sana para sa aming mga fan, Merry Christmas din. I'm sure naman nakikinig yung mga yan eh.
Yeah, that's right. But let's go back to the ball game, Nico. Baka yan ang mga pinapanood ng ating mga
Oo.
manonood. And it's an 11-point lead here for Muntinlupa.
So for Muntinlupa, able to pressure the ball handlers of San Pedro, resulting to turnovers. And tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung nakikita natin yung mga miscues, yung medyo napaparinig when it comes to crossing the half court.
So surprisingly, turnover story natin. Mas maraming turnovers ang Muntinlupa than San Pedro. And yet, they are leading with double digits here in the second period.
That block there by Magpantay. Just timing that ball perfectly. See you guys after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka
Looking here at the crowd watching our games here. And kanina pa yung mga iba dyan nakatambay since this morning.
Well, I think that's part of the San Pedro gallery right there. If I'm not mistaken, those might even be players either in the 16 or in the 14 and under.
Muntinlupa, great ball movement but natapik lang sa labas ni Martinez. Balik pa rin sa Muntinlupa ang bola with an 11-point lead. Parang nagtitrend siya between 5 points to 11. No? Nandun, hindi pa makapasok ang San Pedro sa gusto nilang posisyon.
Well, that's right. And well, they still have a lot of time here, more than 2 minutes. Most of the teams, having that good end to the first half is the kind of momentum that you want to bring into the third quarter, where most of the teams have made the telling run so far sa ating tournament.
Grabe itong defense ng Muntinlupa. You feel like they have more players than the 5 that's supposed to be there.
Well, actually, they're pretty much playing more of a zone here. And if you're San Pedro, you'd want to keep that ball moving.
Ooh. Palakas lang. But of course, Santa Rosa always there to clean up the mess of his teammates. Now with 16 and 10 in 13 minutes.
Well, we're talking about keeping the ball moving in itong Muntinlupa definitely their priorities to keep that ball moving.
And si Duque with that missed three-pointer, and you can see that Muntinlupa, binibigay nila interest sa San Beda. We'll let you guys beat us from the three until you prove us.
And so far, I think that has worked for most of the teams here. Again, as I said earlier, wala pa tayong nakikitang team that really shot the lights out from the perimeter.
So far, yung nakita nga natin trend was those who dominates the paint. Looks like they're gonna win the game.
Especially the teams who are able to score in transition, being able to force the most number of turnovers, usually have the best chances to win.
Looking at the stats, coach, 34 rebounds to 19. Ano sabi ni Coach Ansay? Those who controls the rebound controls the game. Totoo talaga yung sinasabi. Yung mga anecdotes dun sa slam dunk. De Guzman. Binigay sa left corner for a three. Palakas, but De Guzman right there to retrieve the miss. Mendoza, susubok. Bitin yung tira. Fancy pass. Just too flashy, resulting to a turnover.
Sometimes kasi, those flashy passes are the right passes to make. But in that situation, I don't think it was.
Timeout dito para sa San Pedro.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng
Babalik tayo dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL labanan ng Muntinlupa Emeralds against the San Pedro Spartans 18 and under division. Nico Rocha here with Coach Noy Africa.
Well, that's right. And so far, itong ang Muntinlupa being able to hold their own. Yung double-digit advantage sila, it's still pretty much there.
And so far, that even though that San Pedro looks like having the size advantage, no problem for Muntinlupa. They're countering it with effort and just overall quickness when it comes to getting the ball.
And supposedly, chemistry-wise, dapat may advantage itong San Pedro being pretty much school-based. And itong ang Muntinlupa, really a result of numerous open tryouts that they've had. So this is pretty much a new team.
Yun nga yung mga sinasabi nga sa atin, no? Like, yung mga coaches hindi rin maka-pinpoint sino ba yung pwedeng i-highlight. It's more of iba-iba daw kasi yung mga nagsastar sa mga tune-up games nila bago itong laban sa San Pedro Spartans.
Kasi kami minsan sa panel, nangungulit lang kami. We want to get a name and we'll do anything to get that name.
Tayo na siguro gagawa rin ng mga articles sa websites, no? Para may mapag-refer yung mga next panels after us. But 31 seconds remaining dito sa labanan ng Emeralds at Spartans. Muntinlupa, inuubos yung oras. They have 14 seconds to shoot. Backing down in the post, nilabas. Goes to the left, feeding inside the paint. It's no good, one more try. Hindi pa rin, will this be the third? Santa Rosa is there! There you go, 18 points for Romuel Santa Rosa. Domination for him in the first half.
Definitely one of the key stats here, the second chance points, already 12 for Muntinlupa.
A block there by Santa Rosa. Parang sirang plakas. Santa Rosa lang, Santa Rosa. But that's the end of the first half sa ating manonood. 39 para sa Muntinlupa, 24 para San Pedro Spartans.
liga ng bayan mag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Now here with Coach Sigfred Levita of Muntinlupa and Coach Chico Tan of San Pedro. First, Coach, kitang-kita po na maraming sumusuporta sa Muntinlupa. Meron pa nga silang mga dalang balloons. Sa tingin niyo po, paano ito nakakatulong sa moral ng team?
Siyempre, malaking bagay yon, lalo na yung mga players namin, mga 16 and 14 under na susunod na game. Talagang ang goal namin, suportahan maging 14, 16, 18, suportahan na talaga. At malaking boost yun sa mga players ngayon, lalo na first game MPBL, malaking liga ito.
Now, Coach, what do you think is lacking within the team na hopefully makita naman natin sa second half?
Our team kasi is barely new pa, no? So we're still looking at our rotations. Pero in this game, we just have to adjust on our defense. Yung offensive rebounding, doon kasi kami pinapatay sa second chance points nila. So once we control the board and hopefully we can convert on our layups, we'll be fine.
And there you have it, Coach Sigfred and Coach Chico Tan. We will be right back after a short break.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Magbabalik tayo dito sa Atlantis 88, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Ito mga highlights dito, Coach Noy.
Well, definitely ito nga. Even if we're seeing some highlights here for San Pedro, I feel like just too few and far between. In the first half, from the field, only 24%. You're not gonna win ball games shooting that low from the field, especially in itong Muntinlupa nga, 38% from the field. In the two-point area, 25%. That's really just way too low for San Pedro. Rebounding-wise, almost double ang advantage ng Muntinlupa, 39-20. Turnover story, more turnovers for Muntinlupa. You'd assume na San Pedro can make this closer. 12 turnovers for Muntinlupa, 8 for San Pedro. But in the first half, it has been the duo of Santa Rosa and Tinaan leading the way for Muntinlupa with 18 points and 11 points, while on the other end it has been only Leal with 8 points, no one in double digits, Catalan with 5. So let's see, ito nga Santa Rosa already has that double-double, 18 and 12. So let's see what adjustments were made here by Coach Teddy Polinga.
Looking at the stats of Rumuel Santa Rosa. Ano yung mga 30, he's on pace lang naman. Hindi ko masasabi magkakaroon siya. He's on pace for a 36 and 24 kind of outing. 30 and 20 kumbaga. That is all-star numbers. Kung meron man tayong all-star game din sa Junior MPBL, I would love to see him could be one of the starting centers there considering his domination in the first half.
Well, I guess it's safe to assume that itong si Santa Rosa just might end up with at least a 2020 here.
At least a 2020 because you never know ano ba yung adjustments na ginawa ni Coach Teddy on how to control a quick big man like him. It's not a typical big man.
Well, actually, most of those rebounds are a result of itong San Pedro not being able to locate itong si Santa Rosa and not being able to box him out. Well, sometimes really it's just a matter of willingness to stop someone from grabbing offensive boards.
Gusto lang natin pasalamatan yung ating mga sponsors, Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, The Ride, the Chosen One, and of course, yung ating major sponsor, Atlantis 88.
Ito nga,
Pull-up
looking
shot.
at dun sa 12 rebounds ito ni Rumwell Santa Rosa, 7 of those coming from the offensive end. So that's really just a lot of effort and outworking the bigs here ng San Pedro.
Mas maraming offensive rebounds at defensive rebound. That is a rare stat. Kinapos lang sa lefty layup. Okay lang naman para sa Muntinlupa. They're still up with 17. And also getting the steals and the stops. Good find. The patience. Tingnan natin what's gonna do here. Binalik. Sa kanyang kakampi for a reload. Using the board of his friend. That is Gabriel Banasihan.
Well, of course, I think it was Mikey who reported this na even if school-based nga ito nga San Pedro, this is more of a developmental stage for them. Siguro yung their main guys are in their main teams. But so far, not very good for San Pedro.
See here, one of the parents, supporters, fans of Muntinlupa. Kahit hindi malaki yung ngiti, pero deep inside, I'm like, laki ng lead ng ating team.
Well, of course, meron naman kasing mga may kinds of parents na very vocal with their support and meron naman na napaka, very stoic. Pero
Very
deep
stoic.
inside, alam mo,
Tuwang-tuwa, proud na proud.
either proud na proud or galit na galit.
Uy, kanina sa previous game, may isa sobrang vocal about his thoughts to the other team. Sabi ko, oh wow, I'm really in the junior MPBL. Iba talaga ang passion ng isang parent.
Well, wala ka kahapon, no? Naglalaro yung Batangas City, of course, very vocal ang mga parents for their support and sometimes even disdain. But nevertheless, it was really very entertaining for me because I sat behind the Batangas City gallery just trying to, to experience and to breathe in and experience the junior MPBL culture.
And yun yung sabi mga parents. Yung kanina parent lang wala yung letter S.
Ayun, parents eh. It was a large group of parents just continually conversing about the ball game.
What a scoop layup. Going to the left pero nag-finish with the right. Ibang klase ito si Avancenia. Luis Avancenia with a wild scoop shot.
Definitely gonna need a lot more of that. It's still not over here. 43 to 28. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Plenty of time here for San Pedro, but definitely, ito nga as we see, itong si Avancenia moving to the left, but still choosing to finish on the right side with the right hand.
What a power move for his ito. Naipit siya pero tinira pa rin. No problem. Says the Spartans, you will get that rebound. It's a foul. Take foul ng Emeralds.
Well, luckily, we are in the junior MPBL na yung take foul na yan, walang penalty na technical free throw like in the NBA.
Sa NBA, di ba, coach? Transition take.
Transition take, yeah.
Pero yung difference ng transition take, my goodness, may konting stare down pa.
Hindi lang stare. Parang
May titik.
lingering eh.
Lingering.
Naglinger eh. Huh?
Si Gabriel Banasian caught on camera with that great timing on that block. Konting kindat. Play goes on though.
Pero that's all, fun and games here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nothing personal, no animosity between these kids. And especially 18 and under na yan, medyo may angas na
May
talaga.
angas na talaga. And ano rin yan, coach what some people forget to think about is also, basketball is also a mental game. If na-intimidate yung binabantayan mo, I think that when you shoot his confidence, then that's another part.
Well, for as long as you don't take it too far. Well, of course, you do have the referees whenever you take it too far. As you see here, a block coming from Lirio. And look at him, just workman-like, no reaction, just got the basketball and released it to a teammate.
It's the back iron recovered by Muntinlupa and they are running once again. Hinaan. Santa Rosa able to get that loose ball and giving it to Akyatan. Now a 19-point lead para sa Emeralds.
Very good setup that time. Very few and far between itong mga easy baskets for San Pedro.
Though, looked like a clean pick, but the referee says otherwise. Bola ata ng ano ba? Sa San Beda, I think siguro nung trinay na stilan, hinawakan.
So right now, team foul situation, 2 for San Pedro and 4 for Muntinlupa. So Muntinlupa, for all intents and purposes, are already in the penalty.
San Pedro with trying to see which basket they're gonna opt for, but no good with that layup.
So far, that 15-point lead has held up here for Muntinlupa ever since they had that.
Basa. Fast break, no one there. There you go, yung layup. Lefty layup para kay Duque. That's Yuri Duque. Oh, naman.
Definitely for San Pedro, it's gonna have to start on the defensive end for them, you know, being able to get those transition baskets. Dahil so far that Muntinlupa defense has been able to hold up, especially against the half-court offense of San Pedro.
At Muntinlupa, it looks like they're the ones yung naghahabol no?
And once again,
Of
with
course.
offensive rebound, second chance points.
Sino pa ba, coach?
Parang natayang sirang plaka dito, and it did not even flinch against the wide body of Lirio that time.
Romuel Santa Rosa having an incredible game. Ganda ng gising ito. Sure, 8 hours of sleep to, coach.
Sana all 8 hours of sleep. But of course, si Santa Rosa already halfway to his 20 points. And I believe that's already 13 rebounds.
Titingnan ko dito si Romuel Santa Rosa. Parang di ata pinapawisan, coach. Just another day in the gym.
Aircon kasi dito kaya hindi pinawisan eh.
Yun talaga. Kaya, yun nga, no? Aircon dito. Kaya yung mga nandito sa may Batangas, nood na kayo. Marami pang upuan. Kitang-kita naman. That's just one part of the stadium that you guys are seeing. Meron pa sa likod. Sa tabi ng mga camera.
Sa tabi ni Nico, meron pa.
Naku, may katabi na ako dito.
May katabi kang bag.
Oo, may katabi ang bag. 3 minutes and 50 remaining. Muntinlupa still with a 15-point lead. And Romuel oh, that's not Romuel. That is
Yeah,
it's Romuel.
actually
Yeah,
Santa
Romuel
Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
I think after that one time that Santa Rosa tried to attack Lirio with his back to the basket and trying to back him down, na-realize nga, I'm not gonna beat this guy this way. I'm really gonna have to use my mobility and make him move his feet. So far, itong si Lirio already with
3 fouls. 3 fouls.
3 fouls. And of those 3 fouls, yung last 2 against itong si Santa Rosa.
Kasi Romuel Santa Rosa, coach, I hope I'm not jumping the gun here, but he kind of reminds me of a young Renza Bando. When Renza Bando used to attack the paint most of the time before he developed that perimeter shooting.
Yeah, and before he was able to really put
To
the
jump
ball
for that superstardom.
and put the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
Santa Rosa right now really playing well as, you know, being a mop-up man underneath. Pero yung dribbling niya, a little suspect pa.
And yun yung purpose nga ng mga ganitong liga, like yung Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL, for them to develop and later on build on that confidence. Baka ngayon makita natin siya, wala munang ball handling, but maybe a few months from now, oh, ano nangyari dito? Bakit may 4-5 assists na yan?
Baka pagdating ng playoffs, nakita mo may handles na. I mean, it could be just a matter of confidence to try and handle the basketball because I'm pretty sure they work on that. As we see back-to-back baskets.
Panasihan naman. Si Cabrera na lang ata hindi pa nakakascore dito sa Muntinlupa, but I think that could change considering how much they pass the ball around. Another miss there by San Pedro. The Emeralds are running, taking their time. getting held there by the Red Spartans. So, tingnan natin to. What a feed.
May kasama pang top board.
May kasama pang top
Something
board.
that I haven't experienced in maybe the last 20 years.
Kailan ba ako last time na top board? Siguro 5 years ago, coach. Hindi na, kinakapos na yung
Pero
yung
actually,
text ko eh.
the way itong board na to is built, kaya you can top board. Kasi yung iba, yung ilalim, very near dun sa, where the rim is connected. So, mas mahirap abutin yun. Pero ngayon ako, imposible na kahit ano pa yan, kahit habaan mo pa yung board na yun, talagang hindi na kaya.
Coach na lang tayo on the side. Okay, kayo na lang.
Magano na lang kami, panel na lang.
The rare turnover there by Muntinlupa here in the third quarter. Uy! Kita ko na yung Pinoy step eh. Nasa taas na yung defender. Nabitawan lang talaga pagkabuelo.
Visibly bothered there. Kasi nakaabang na si Banasihan underneath. He had that position and trying to be creative that time was Spontaniel, but turnover. Well, that's only actually the 11th turnover here for San Pedro. Not really that high, but still a turnover is a turnover, as we see a highlight coming from Spontaniel that time.
At least lumalaban pa dito San Pedro, trying to keep this game close, but Santa Rosa, my goodness.
That's already 24 and 15.
Tingnan natin dito.
Look at that finish.
The baskets of San Pedro. Acrobatic finish, while Santa Rosa just keeping it simple.
Same 2 points.
Look at him battling for position. Kita mo when he tracks the ball. Parang may pagka Dennis Rodman. Tingnan niya.
Actually, for any opponent, you really have to look for him. Sometimes you actually need to face guard him to box him out. Parang you just let your other teammates collect that rebound.
A rebound there para sa Spartans. Put back, cutting the lead to 17. That is Escalante. Matthew Escalante. First 2 points with 3 rebounds to his name.
Yeah, very quiet itong si Escalante, and a speed mismatch kasi. So, speed mismatch, kaya yung mga bigs here ng San Pedro easily neutralized by Santa Rosa. Already 26 points here for Santa Rosa. I think the only way for Santa Rosa to not get his 2020 is if this game is decided too early and Coach Siegfried Levita will choose to just sit him out for the fourth quarter.
So far, Coach, napapansin natin dito si Romuel Santa Rosa. Baka gusto niya muna 30 and 15 muna. Tapos pagpasok na fourth quarter, abulin ko na yung rebounds. I think this is the best stat line I've seen so far sa opening week na Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Well, we've had some near triple-doubles. If you missed that game earlier in the 16 and under division, itong si Dan Igno with 8, 7, 7, and 6 steals. Dan Igno, of course.
Wow.
Better known as Kalye Irving.
Kalye Irving. Pero kitang-kita rin naman sa stats. Yung potential,
that,
yung how great he is as a player.
Moving on from being a YouTube sensation to being a legitimate basketball player.
Meron pala tayong mga YouTube sensation dito sa Junior MPBL. Sana pala, nagahan ko pala yung dating ko para napanood ko yun. Okay lang, kaya nga tayo may replay sa ating Facebook page sa Junior MPBL.
Actually, kami, we didn't realize it until the fourth quarter because we were surprised. Oh, this kid has been playing very well as a point guard in a losing effort, of course. But, eventually went Google research, Dan Igno, also known as Kalye Irving. Oh, that's why. So right now, it's a 19-point advantage for Muntinlupa, being able to hold off any rallies. 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Even increasing their lead. Nice move and no problem. Just skying over the defender with that layup. 61-40 sa score. Tumatakbo dito ang San Pedro spin move but facing a wall. And that should be it for the third quarter. 61 para sa Muntinlupa Emeralds, 40 sa San Pedro Spartans. Kita-kita tayo sa fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo.
So Muntinlupa still actually even extending that lead further to 21 points, up 61-40, and really just humongous effort here, monster-sized effort coming from Santa Rosa.
Ating mga ladies watching basketball here inside the Batangas State University. By their expression, di ako sigurado sino bang sinusupport nila eh. Kasi yung mga coach, diba, yung mga stoic supporters and the very passionate ones, sila parang ano lang din eh. Just ina-admire lang nila siguro.
Well, it's actually possible that they're waiting for the next game. Kaya
Pwede
they're
din.
not really that engaged here. Kasi even if, they're representing the same teams, minsan kasi walang affiliation for, for the supporters because the affiliation nila is with a particular player.
Ayan, babalik tayo dito sa fourth quarter. And ayun, San Pedro, cutting the lead to 19. But it's a more of, can they build upon that run with that early basket?
Can they build up a big enough run for them to actually make a telling run here as a sorry miss that time for Bidar.
Fast break opportunity for San Pedro. There you go, 17 na lang. But ayun, 9 minutes, 18 seconds. The time is their friend.
Itong si Pontaniel, despite only having scored 6 points, yung 6 points ito, very exciting so far.
Salamatan natin muna itong ating mga sponsors. Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia. Woo! Grabe yung end one na yun. The ride, the chosen one. So far, the chosen one ngayon, sino ba itong nagano sa atin?
This is Yuri Duque.
Oo, si Yuri Duque, the chosen one with that layup and one. And of course, our major sponsor, Atlantis 88, bringing this Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL to you guys watching at home and to those live here inside the Batangas State University.
Well, if you're San Pedro, if you can try and wake up your gallery, of course, yung mga kuya nila waiting, younger brothers actually, in the 16 and under and the 14 and under, waiting in the wings here.
61-46. Muntinlupa has not scored yet in the fourth quarter. And they get another try here after that miss. Anything can happen in the fourth quarter. But that foul with Junko headed to the line for 2.
Actually, I just realized, pwede ko pala i-check yung number of offensive rebounds so far for Muntinlupa. So out of their 52 rebounds, 21 coming from the offensive end. So that's 40% of the rebounds, offensive rebounds.
Grabe nga hatian, coach, no? 21 to 31. Usually, 10 to 20% lang madalas ang offensive rebounds when it comes to the overall output. But Muntinlupa, even though that on paper and just by seeing them on the court na mas kulang sila sa size compared to San Pedro, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're really making it up on being more active. Ito nga so far De La Rosa is already on the bench. I'm not really sure if he will need to check in, especially with a 16-point lead still being held here by Muntinlupa.
So far naman, yung mga teammates ni Romuel De La Rosa is holding down the fort and even increasing the lead back to 64-46. Mga star player mo, pag pwede na pahinga na, no? Parang, sige, okay ka na. Sa next game ka na.
Kumbaga, give opportunity to the other players to showcase themselves, especially since, for some of the players, this might be their first chance to be on live stream.
May hatid daw sa atin muna si Mikey Abweg. Mikey.
Nico and Coach Noy, for this last quarter, Coach Teddy gathered the team together and he instructed nga ang mga ito to just create faster and more athletic plays. And let's see if they will translate this at kung makakabawi nga sila during this last quarter. Balik sa inyo.
Salamat, Mikey. And tingnan natin. So far, lumalaban ang San Pedro. Showing that maybe the talk, that speech by Coach Teddy is working.
Well, if they want to make those faster and more athletic plays, they don't have to look any further than this duo of Yuri Duque and Maxel Pontaniel. Actually, they've cut the lead down to just 13.
13 na lang.
We're just hoping that they still have enough time here.
And Coach Noy, don't look now, pero binalik na si Santa Rosa. Tinaan. Look at that finish. In-extend lang yung kamay, no problem. Pagka Iceman George Gervin yung finish na yun.
So really, it's been that tandem of Tinaan and Santa Rosa who have really...
fearsome duo natin nila yan, Coach, no? Si Santa Rosa, not only overall efficiency in this game in 22 minutes, 26-15 and counting. Di pa tayo tapos. 7 minutes to go dito sa fourth quarter. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Tight man-to-man defense. Almost na yung bola, but a foul on Muntinlupa. And I think that should be Matthew Escalante, who's headed to the line for 2.
Well, that time, itong si Escalante bullying his way even against the defense of Santa Rosa. And I think that's really how you tire out itong si Santa Rosa. You make him work on defense. But in that play, parang si Escalante yata yung napagod. Missing badly on that first free throw attempt.
66-51, 15-point lead sa Muntinlupa. No, now 14 after that shot by Escalante. 13 na lang. 7 minutes to go. Marami pang oras. Miracles can happen if Muntinlupa doesn't take off their foot off the pedal. Steal by San Pedro. Here they come. Iniikot. Ganda ng reverse na yun. No? Up and under. And just like that, 11 points na lang yung lead ng Emeralds. Let's see here. One more chance for us to see cut the lead down to 11.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang...
Ay, babalik tayo dito sa loob ng Batangas State University. Nico Rocha here. Kasama ko si Coach Noy Africa para sa ating mga unang laro sa hapon. Pero pang-apat ito ni Coach Noy and counting.
Oh, I don't count.
Oh, you don't count.
I don't count.
Para,
I enjoy what I'm doing. I don't need
yan.
to count. Pero mamayang gabi mararamdaman ko to. But of course, even for us in the panel being able to do this, being able to watch games and talk
Do it
about
for a living,
basketball
yes.
for a living is just a dream come true. While ito nga mga batang to trying, to make their dreams come true.
Definitely, we're all living our dreams here inside the Batangas State University. And that day, well, San Pedro cuts the lead down to 9. Another steal on San Pedro. Nice feed by Duque. Everything clicking right now for them here in the fourth. Tingnan natin kung tuloy-tuloy, but Santa Rosa says no. Muntinlupa taking their time. Mendoza, I think too strong of a pass trying to locate Santa Rosa, but Santa Rosa was not ready for that one.
Well, to start the fourth period, it's 17-5 advantage here for San Pedro in the fourth quarter.
Single digits na lang. Tingnan natin kung kaya pa. Duque for 3. All net. Bang, bang. 66-60.
Duque all of a sudden just waking up here in the fourth quarter.
Oh no, sana okay lang si Duque and is holding on to, not sure kung, just the groin area. Ano lang naman, kaya naman siguro ilakad lang. But yeah, that's a stinger right there, Coach Noy.
Yeah, for sure. But later on when he gets up, you expect him to jump around a bit and he'll be fine. Actually, that's the problem with those sidestepping moves sometimes.
Yung tuhod, di ba? Yung
Either yung
pagka-sidestep.
tuhod or minsan may ibang tumatama eh. So you pretty much leave yourself unprotected when you do that sidestep.
Ooh, that's the knee of Clarence Junco. Just bad timing on
nothing
the
intentional
sidestep.
there.
Yeah. At di naman mukhang intentional. Talagang ganoon na talaga yung galaw ng katawan ni Duque. Sakto lang talaga after that one. Napahawak ako sa aking
tubig.
telepono.
Yeah, that's right. But I think this will be a quick rest here for Duque. I don't think you can stop this kid from trying to check back in. Especially with the kind of fourth quarter he's had. It's already up to 18 points. Add to that 5 rebounds and 2 assists.
Yan yung pakana. Nagpasimula ng fourth quarter na ng San Pedro. If we could locate one guy, si Duque yun.
It was actually Santa Rosa on the other end.
Oh, what a fake! And that is Pontaniel. Ganda rin yung stats ni Pontaniel. Maxel Pontaniel with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Overall, all-around game so far.
Actually, that penetration was made possible because of that, yung 6 assists na yun eh. You have to be wary of him dishing off to teammates and as a point guard, I think that's really something that you have to establish first. Your willingness to make your teammates better by setting them up for shots, and everything else will follow from that. Your offense, your slashing, your floater game. And Pontaniel finally hitting double digits. That's only the second player for San Pedro in double digits.
And don't look now, Coach. 66-62. San Pedro. Oh, great. Pamantay sunog yung tira na yun para sa Emeralds. But number 3, Banasihan. 9-9. San Pedro. Still in the middle of an incredible run in the fourth. Tingnan natin kung tuloy-tuloy pa. De La Rosa with a board. And Coach, look at this. 22 points scored by San Pedro in the fourth. Only 7 for Muntinlupa.
Well, that's how you make runs, and because of the big deficit and lack of time remaining, forced to make a big run here is San Pedro. Ooh, a little wild that time for Avancenia, and we see right away si Duque checking back in. They're running out of time here, and they need this spark plug in Duque to try and bring them all the way back.
Si Duque na ipagpag na yung tama kanina sa kanyang groin area. And they need him if they want to cap off this comeback and eventually lead to a win. Turnover, great trap there by the Spartans.
So right now, that's 23rd turnover here for Muntinlupa. They will need to take care of that basketball dahil ito na nga, back on the hunt itong San Pedro Spartans.
Kung mahabol dito ang Muntinlupa, Coach Noy, at matalo sila, I think that you can look back at the 22 turnovers. The 9 turnovers, they had more than San Pedro. And nakatres pa.
Big three-pointer coming from Avancenia, cutting the lead down to just 3 points.
And Avancenia now with 7 points to his name. Tatlo na lang ang lamang ng Muntinlupa. A 3 from the corner.
That is
Much
big.
needed.
Very big shot coming from Tinaan. We did not know that he had that shot.
Puro inside shot siya kanina. Nagulat ako siya yung nag-attempt ng tres. But yung tres na yun, very timely. Kinailangan nila yun considering that all the momentum is on the Spartans end. Ito, kita natin ulit. Sasagutan sa corner 3 itong dalawang koponan. Titignan ko yung rotation ng bola ng release ni Tinaan. Slow yung rotation eh.
So that's the first conversion for Tinaan from the 3-point area after missing one in the first half. So it's still 50% is a good percentage and none bigger than that shot to answer that Avancenia corner 3-pointer.
A miss there, but of course Santa Rosa to clean up the miss. Tinaan and Duque just trying his best to keep up with Ivan. Ivan Tinaan, the second leading scorer for Muntinlupa in this ball game with 14. I think just too many steps.
Minsan talaga pag sobrang ganda nung move, yung referees mismo napapaisip, teka lang, traveling yun ah. Especially when you go very slow and deliberate with your move. Minsan dun mapapaisip talaga yung referee.
Parang ang laki ng hinakbang nito, baka na-travel na ito.
Masadong bukas, traveling. Well, going back to that Santa Rosa stat watch, already 26 points and 17 rebounds.
Pontaniel finishing there. Balik sa apat ang lamang. This time another corner 3. Just too strong at babalik sa Spartans yung bola with 3 minutes 42. Dami pang oras, Coach Noy.
Well, if you're Muntinlupa, you don't want to all of a sudden fall in love with that 3-pointer. They've done very well without being able to hit from the outside. Actually, the only conversion they've had was that 3-pointer from Tinaan. And their strength is going inside.
So far, Muntinlupa outscored by 17 here in the fourth quarter alone. Kaya nakita natin itong paghabol ng San Pedro. Spartans gives it to Duque. Fakes the 3, chose to drive but gets held as he drove to the paint.
And itong Muntinlupa already in the penalty zone. Really, that's the last thing you want to do. Itong ang San Pedro clearly trying to get back into this ball game, and you don't want to be giving them free throws with the clock stopped.
Would you look at that, Coach? Penalty na. Yung Muntinlupa, but San Pedro still has three more fouls to give.
3 more fouls before they give up free throws.
Uy! Nilawa ng ring. 71-68. One possession ball game with 3 minutes and 8 remaining in the fourth. Drive, feed to the big man. Kapos, isa pa. Santa Rosa's there for the third try. Santa Rosa to save the day. 28 and 18 rebounds.
So right now he's actually working on a 30-20. But that's going to be a big, good steal there from De Guzman and Lial with a foul.
Anspo ba yun, Coach, kapag clear path? Parang clear, di ako sure kung clear path ba yun.
Well, I think that's what the referees are discussing here.
And ito yung ano muna, yung one of the many inside the paint scores ni Romuel Santa Rosa.
Also, they're calling the clear path, the advantage foul on, I believe that was on Duque. So this will be a free throw.
And this is really crucial. You don't want to give out just 2 free points to your opponents. But buti na lang na-miss yung unang tira. Makakinga pa ng konti yan San Pedro. Ayan o, so steal. Pero hinila ni Duque. Walang defender sa harap ng Muntinlupa. Therefore, leading to a clear path foul. That's 2 free throws and possession.
I think they're checking the number of free throws that they're going to give.
Parang isa pa lang eh. Isa pa. May isa pa ata, coach. Yeah, 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here. Pasalamatan lang natin again ang Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, The Chosen One, and of course our major sponsor, Atlantis 88, bringing you this Manny Pacquiao's Jr. MPBL Inaugural Season. The referees, nag-uusap pa dito na dapat bola pa ng Muntinlupa. Tama naman no, Coach Noy, na ibabalik sa Muntinlupa yung bola. O yan, tama nga tayo. Very crucial nga yung foul na yun.
And right when they're in the midst of this comeback. So itong San Pedro nearing a situation where they're gonna have to make stops the rest of the way.
Uy, pinadaan ba sa legs yun? Sa gitna? Nasyo, bilis na pag-dribble. Pinadaan natin sa gitna ng legs ng isang San Pedro defender. Pero babalik sa Spartans ang bola with 2 minutes and 46 remaining. They're only down by 6. 3. Too strong. Tapik ng Muntinlupa. They secure the board and they will take their time here in the fourth quarter. Saka na naman yung lead. Giving it to their most reliable player, their star player, Romuel Santa Rosa. That's, I think, Coach, that's 30 and 19.
So 1 rebound away from the 30-20.
That's 20 rebounds.
There you go.
And
medyo dumadali yung trabaho natin in choosing a best player here.
Dumadali trabaho.
Actually, parang tinapos.
First half pa lang ata, Coach.
Oh yeah, it's really just a matter of bringing his team to a victory here. If they win, he gets a chance to be interviewed by our courtside reporter, Mikey.
But seeing the fight that San Pedro is showing here, gusto nila sa side nila yung player of the game.
Yes, that's very true, but that's already an 8-point lead. And of course, not yet waving the white flag here. You still have Avancenia, you have Pontaniel, and Duque still on the floor.
76-69. A minute and 58 remaining dito sa loob ng Batangas State University. Sakit no, 1 for 2 with the charity stripe.
So it's still a 7-point lead.
I think nabigla rin siya dun. I think the ball just slipped out of his hands for Muntinlupa, giving San Pedro another chance to cut down this lead. 1 minute 45, Duque, the main point man for San Pedro. Drive. Rebounded by their big man. That is Escalante. 5 na lang ang lamang ng Muntinlupa. Minute 25. Oh, I think they were too much ball watching right there, Coach Noy. Just not knowing where your where the offensive player is, as we can see here. Para sa side muna ng San Pedro, that is Escalante.
And on the other end, late rotation there from Avancenia.
Well, na-beat rin kasi yung defender. No choice na rin but to cover for that. Nabuksan na dun.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang
Alright. So what was a 17-18 point lead that's dwindled down to 7 with a minute and 20 remaining. Muntinlupa Emeralds against the San Pedro Spartans. But San Pedro, just like their name, hindi yan nagpapatalo no matter what adversity they face right now.
But it's almost come to a point that they're gonna have to rely on the long ball. And with a minute and 20, there's still enough time here, but they're gonna have to make a string of baskets and make a series of stops here.
Duque has been on all throughout this game, keeping his team alive. That's now 21 points for Yuri Duque.
But that's only their second team foul. That could be a problem here. No, that's already their third team foul, though they can still foul one more time before they get into team penalty.
Of course, they're gonna play this right. Titingnan nila paano natitimplahin yung pag-foul. Considering that 1 minute and 4 seconds na natitira dito. Tinaan, fakes the 3, attracts the defenders, kicks it to the right corner. No one there. Lucky break for the Spartans. Duque fakes. I think met at the top by the long arms of the Muntinlupa defenders. At dapat babalik yan sa
San Pedro.
San Pedro.
So 43 seconds remaining, down 5. San Pedro forced to call a timeout here. We will be right back with the rest of this 48 seconds of this game.
liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay.
Yuri Duque, but knowing that siguro sana may ibang tumulong kay Yuri and try to spice up their offense.
You can actually let itong si Pontaniel try and create.
Uy, tignan dun. Pontaniel to De Luna. Deep 3. Medyo malayo yun, parang 27-footer yun ata, Coach Noy. Rebounded by the Emeralds.
Still a great setup there. Unfortunately, just not falling for De Luna.
Woo! Ooh, a sorry miss. I think they hit the foot of Escalante. Nakalusot doon ang Muntinlupa. Because that could have been a fast break for San Pedro.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Okay, dito kita natin. Babalik tayo dito sa Junior MPBL inaugural season. Nico Rocha with Coach Noy Africa. And I think the longest 29 seconds para sa Muntinlupa Emeralds.
Pero I really love that camera angle here. You know, how immersive and
Very 4K, no?
how interactive we are with the benches here.
Kulang na lang marinig natin yung pinag-usapan nila. Pero hindi pwede, mga game
Hindi
strategy
pwede,
kumalat
oo.
sa buong live stream. Mas-scout sila tuloy ng mga susunod nilang kalaban. So, sisimula tayo ulit.
This just might be the most crucial stop that San Pedro will have to make.
Drive, naipit, kicks it to para atake Santa Rosa yun. But San Pedro gets the much needed stop. 20 seconds. Open, corner, 3, there you go! From downtown, that is Avancenia, clutch 3, cutting the lead to 2 for Muntinlupa. Tingnan nga natin to ulit.
That's just a great setup there from Pontaniel, setting up Avancenia yet again for another three-pointer.
Kita mo dun yung effort to come back down and be ready for that open shot.
So I think we're gonna hang on to the air for the last 17 seconds. 78 to 76 advantage here for Muntinlupa. Ang ganda talaga nitong camera angle.
Coach, kasi kudos sa ating production crew, sa ating mga cameramen. Di ba sa NBA may ganitong vibes din sa fourth quarters? Kita mo yung blurry, yung crowd nakafocus ang sa mga players. Ganito yung nakukuha natin.
I call this view the Marites view.
Marites view. Kung pwede lang marinig yung audio no?
Yeah, but definitely at this point, Muntinlupa, the first order of business is being able to inbound that basketball because for sure San Pedro will try and stop that inbounds play. But for San Pedro, of course, the first option is to try and force a turnover, try to force a steal. Actually, you can afford to not foul if Muntinlupa chooses to inbound in the front court. So there should be a 3-second differential still.
O nga, no? Kasi ano to 14 seconds on the clock, di ba, Coach? Tingnan natin.
Yeah, whenever you
Siniset pa ata nila Ayun.
whenever you advance. 12, 13, yeah. So there.
Okay.
So San Pedro does not need to foul.
San Pedro outscoring Muntinlupa 36 to 17. Let's see if they can cap off this run with a win. Or will Muntinlupa continue to hold on? Mr. Santa Rosa saves it. Just superstar things for Romuel Santa Rosa. 30, 32, and 21. And a steal, crucial steal, and that should be it. Nasaktan ata sa Muntinlupa. That was a wild sequence. Nakakatapos lang. But again, you can see Romuel Santa Rosa unfazed by the moment, wanting to secure win number 1 for the 18 and under team of Muntinlupa Emeralds.
Well, actually, coming off a rebound, the proper play was to pull it out and just waste some more time. But you cannot fault him. I mean, he's been really working hard all game long.
Ayun yung coach na yung sinabi nilang the greenest of green lights. So, sige. Ikaw na bahala.
Sa dami ng ginawa mo sa araw na to, I think you really deserve to take that shot.
Romuel Santa Rosa will looking like he'll finish with 32 points, 21 rebounds, 2 assists. And tingnan nga natin dito, may mga, alam ko si Romuel may block din ata yan with a block to his name and only 1 turnover, 1 foul.
Oh, being called for called for taunting.
Taunting.
a player from Muntinlupa was called for taunting. So that's why itong San Pedro got an extra free throw. Well, if you're Muntinlupa, the last thing you want to do is, being called for taunting, especially with the game already in your favor, and you don't want miracles to happen because of bad decisions on the floor.
Marami na tayong napanood na miracle half-court heaves. But Muntinlupa will be the one to shoot the free throw. Could have pretty much iced the game from there. Meron pang isa para sa JKLV Muntinlupa Emeralds. 18 and under team. Tapos lang sa pangalawa. But you just have to be patient here. Just don't commit any mental mistakes. And I think they should be on their way to win number 1.
But still, a very good showing here coming from San Pedro. That big turnaround in the fourth quarter is really something for them to be able to build on. Despite losing a very close ball game, pretty much at the end of the third quarter, we didn't really expect them to make any sort of runs anymore. But it's just a show of character here for San Pedro, coming, of course, based on the efforts of Yuri Duque with 22 points and itong si Max Pontaniel with 13 points and 7 assists. But at the end of the day, it was really a better team effort. The duo of Tinaan, who finished with 14 points, and itong si Rumuel Santa Rosa finishing with the monster 32 points, 21 rebounds, and 2 assists. Welcome to Nico Rocha moment coming from Remuel Santa Rosa.
Ay, kutob ako na may makakita akong magandang laro dito eh. Actually, our final score muna, 81 for the JKLV Muntinlupa Emerald against the San Pedro Spartans with 77. Nakinapos lang with their 17-point run in the fourth quarter, and that's how you start the afternoon games dito sa loob ng Batangas State University.
And I think it's about time, Nico, to turn it over to Mikey Abueg
I am now here
with our best player. Take it away, Mikey.
I am now here with Rumuel Santa Rosa of the Muntinlupa Emeralds. Rumuel, you were able to produce a double-double, 32 points, 21 rebounds, and 2 assists. Ngayon, syempre, naging dikit ang laro. Paano mo ba na-maintain ang pagiging kalmado?
Naniwala lang kami sa coach ko, nainig kami. Tapos pinagandaan talaga namin ang San Pedro ngayon. Kasi alam namin malakas din na team yan, San Pedro. Ayun lang po. Shoutout nga po.
At ngayon, meron ka bang mga gustong i-shoutout? Ayan, ito na ang time.
Shoutout. Shoutout sa mga teammates ko, sa parents ko. Andyan po nanonood yan, mga Ayan po, mga kapatid ko po. At saka mga taga-tagig. Shoutout sa mga taga-tagig, tsaka Muntinlupa dyan. Ayun lang po.
And there you have it. Congratulations once again to you and your team.
Yun ang ating best player of the ball game, si Rumuel De La Rosa. So, ito Rumuel Santa Rosa. Itong kita natin some of the highlights, and makikita natin na it's just plain and simple for him off offensive rebounds, the putbacks. Wala ata siyang 3-pointers eh, no?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Parang si
basically
Shaq ata.
just doing what he has to do. Very plain and simple. Just grab those rebounds and put them back up.
So yan na po ang ating coverage dito sa 18 and under division between the Muntinlupa Emeralds at San Pedro Spartans. Ang ngalan ni Coach Noy Africa at ng ating CSR si Mikey Abueg. Ako po si Nico Rocha, dito ngayon sa Batangas State University. Kita-kita tayo para sa 16 and under game between the same two teams.